My guest today, he is the product of Singapore Sports School. He is young and tall. His football journey begins in 2011 when he joined the sports school. In 2015, he was part of the National Football Academy in the National Under-18 team. In 2016, he joined Home United. In 2017, he joined Hougang United where he made 13 appearances for the team. In 2018, he was enlisted to the National Service. In 2019, he was part of the Young Lions, playing in the Singapore Premier League. When he completed his National Service in April 2020, he went back to Hougang and now he has become one of the mainstay in the defense for the team. My guest will be sharing his developing years of his football journey after we roll out the intro. In the beginning of the video, I did mention that my guest, he is tall and young. He is motivated, he is hardworking, and he's working towards to be part of the senior national team. To his teammates, he has two nicknames, Baby Giant and Buzz Lightyear. So let's welcome our guest for today, Lionel Tan. Lionel, thanks for coming down.
Thank you for having me. Hello everyone.
Okay, once again, Lionel, thanks for coming down and appreciate your time. And to begin with, would you like to introduce yourself to the viewers?
Of course. Thank you for having me, Anthony. Okay, so to all my viewers, I'm Lionel, 24, and I'm currently playing for Hougang United as a centre back. And this will be my third year with Hougang and hopefully more to come.
Alright, okay, thank you. Alright, at the beginning of the video, right, I did mention that you started your football journey back in 2011 from sports school.
I started at the age of 4, just kicking about at the park.
Oh, 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty young with my parents, at the park playing with the other kids, So it would be a daily thing after school. However, actually, when I was growing up, I took up many sports. It ranges from basketball, rugby, swimming, taekwondo, badminton. I took up multiple sports, but at the end of the day,
soccer still more appealing to you.
Yes, of course. And every day, almost every day, I would say, the last activity I do before having my dinner will be
playing football.
Yes. Okay. So it reaches a point whereby my mom have to come down to the park to get me home. I didn't really have any real training with schools or whatsoever.
Okay.
However, only maybe during Saturdays and Sundays, I do join other kids, at the lower COE level to train maybe once a week. Okay. And yeah, subsequently, as you know, my passion for football is huge, and
it's just grow.
Yeah,
it's just grow.
And I knew that hey, I maybe I should try football in sports school, and I went for trials, and lucky enough I got into sports school, and from then on I stopped every sports that I took up and focused solely on football.
If I remember correctly, I read in an article, right? You actually take a back seat in terms in pursuing your academic and pursue your football career.
For me, the thoughts of stopping my education have been there before. So I did discuss with my parents. I'm young and I want to do as much as I can in football and try to make it big, because when you're younger, when I first went to sports school, I remember I had big dreams. Why give up on it? That I have every chance to try and make myself to give myself this pathway in football. So why not work hard on it and then give my full focus to football. What's the next step for me? I remain in the Premier League, and then that was the first time when I was exposed to club football. And my first team was actually Home United, the Premier League team under Coach Robin and Coach Philip. So
Coach Philip,
I was there. Maybe I was there for a year, but maybe after a few months I managed to train with the S League team as well, which I'm lucky to have done so. And then yes, and I never really look back. So a year after my stay in Home United, there was change of coaches and management. I decided to jump to Hougang, which was where Coach Philip and Coach Robin went to. And
they move on to home.
From home they went to Hougang, and then I think I felt like that was better decision at that point in time to move to Hougang as well.
When you got back into Hougang, that was in April 2020. Alright, whereby you completed your national service. You were able to so-called begin your professional play.
So thinking back, like 2019 when I deferred my NS, and I went to Young Lions, that was actually my first full season in the league.
Then already began SPL, right?
Yes,
Rename,
SPL.
rebrand.
That was the very first full season for me. And 2020 I still had my national service. So and obviously COVID, so there was a mini break, you know.
Yes, correct.
And I only joined the team mid-season, and that was so-called, I would say I was only with the team half a season. So this year was actually, this 2021 is actually my second full season.
Yes, correct. Moving on.
So I think this season, truly like love about this team, this new Hougang team 2021. I think for us it was always about working hard for each other, and then as a team wise, you know, we work as hard as we can, you know, in the pitch, and whatever the outcome is, as long as we know that, hey, we are working as a unit as hard as we can, so there's no regrets. So ultimately I think the main thing for me is to perform consistently at the highest level, so that you know, if we are made up of 11 players, but if 11 players are always thinking about performing consistently at the highest level, the contribution for all would be
definitely is
at the highest level.
Correct. Yeah, I totally agree with you that.
The culture in the team is such that we are always supportive of each other. You know, we trust. We must trust each other to be able to do the job and help the team. You know, and look, the main thing is the team. You know.
Yes, correct.
Out of everything, it is the team.
It is
for the team. You know, if you win, we win as a team. You know, if you lose, you lose. Yes, that's right. But everybody must be there to support. To
chip in their efforts and all those things. All right, good. Thank you so much, Lionel. All right. So the next segment that I want to go into is something where it's pretty personal, I would say. All right. Back in 2019, you were given a chance to represent Singapore in the SEA Games in Manila. All right, and then something happened. You broke the curfew. So would you like to share a bit more the intricate information?
For me, it's been almost 2 years, you know, and then I had always been, every now and then, I won't say always, every now and then I would think like, hey, like, it will cross my mind, and then I had always been wanting to speak about it and talk about it, because for me, there's nothing to hide, and I'm open to it. You know, I do accept the punishments and whatever disciplinary actions that were given to me
by the FA.
Yes. I own up and I accept it and move on, because that's the best thing.
Yes, correct. I mean, it's very brave that you actually admitted to the mistake that you've done.
That's the first part of knowing what went wrong or knowing
Alright.
your mistake.
Alright.
Only then you can learn from it. So for me, yes, it was a difficult situation to be in when
when that thing happened.
that thing happened while the games were still going on, while we were still in Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so and being in media with your face in almost all the papers, you know, and
on the daily basis.
yeah, for a couple of days, even when we are back for a few weeks, it was on a roll, you know.
Okay.
I think it's tough to take. So I did apologize to everybody immediately when I made the mistake. For me, the newspaper should have, or whoever who written it should have really checked what really happened.
Okay.
And first of all,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't kill somebody, I didn't rape somebody, I didn't do anything illegal.
Yeah.
You know? But my face or rather my friends and I, face was there right in the middle, and everybody it's just like, hey, I killed somebody. But now in the papers, look, on a daily basis there are so many illegal things happening, and then none of their faces are there. So why? So I'm trying to understand, what is the media trying to, why is there a huge difference, you know, in terms of
propagating an issue?
Yeah, why? That's the question that I know.
Alright.
Everything else, obviously, I accept it, and then I move on. I learn and I move on. You know, during that phase of time when that all those things back in 2019 happened, there was a lot of negativity. There was a lot of doubts. You know,
I mean,
from other people and from me myself as well.
Alright.
So it took a while for me to get over it, you know, and I realized that, hey, that was the time when I realized that mental health was also very important. Yes. To speak to somebody that you trust, and then obviously, you know, there can be a lot of noises, negative noises from everywhere. But what's more important is you cannot let that sink into you.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, the only I wouldn't say negative. I take it as constructive feedbacks that I will get or I would listen to. Are from
various people.
Yeah, from people that I trust, from my coaches, from coaches that I work with, you know.
Alright.
Because at the end of the day, they are the ones that see me day in, day out. They are the one that on the ground that see me that see exactly how I play, how I perform.
Yes.
So yeah, I listen to it because they are constructive feedbacks, and only through it I can learn from it, you know. And for me, it is simple, you know. When you're on the pitch, you give your best, you know, and then you try to you try to perform at the highest level. You know, but consistently. I think the more important word is performing
consistent.
Yeah, at the highest level.
Yes.
Because you can have up down is difficult. But what always in my head I aim to do is, apart from being a better player, a better person, and I try to perform consistently, and then try to push myself next level. And only then I think I would fight for a place in national team, because I mean, if you don't want to be in the national team, then it's a big issue for me as a player. I mean, everyone should. I mean, for all those, I wouldn't say everyone, but all those who aspire, they should do their best, you know, in every game and trainings, and try to be in the national team, national setup at least, you know. And yeah, I'm always positive about it. Maybe yes, some things don't always go your way, and sometimes I wouldn't hide that I was quite sad that I didn't get the call up that I want. But for me, it's part of life. It's part of football. It spurs me to.
Yeah.
It motivates me to want to do
harder,
more,
work
and
harder.
maybe
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not good enough now,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I work harder and try to perform, as I said, like at the highest level and consistently.
yeah.
That is always in my head. That's the ultimate goal.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
Mm-hmm.
dwell on it for too much.
All right, all right. Yes,
There's no point
definitely.
dwelling on it.
Yeah.
What you should be doing, I think. It's okay to feel upset, you know, because if you're not upset, I think something is wrong.
Yes.
Something is.
I
majorly
know,
wrong.
I know where you're
You
coming
know?
from. I mean,
yeah, but not.
there
too
won't be
long.
any motivation push factor for
Yes,
you,
yes.
right?
For me, I always try to
Yeah.
turn it into something.
That is.
More.
Looking-
It's a motivation for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you need to do better.
Yeah.
What you
Mhm.
from where? From your trainings.
Mhm.
Maybe you need to do more on certain areas of your game to improve. You know, to stand
Yeah.
out, to differ from other players. Yeah. So that's what I've been working on, and
But at least now you are actually knocking the door, I would say, at this point of time, you know. Yeah. Okay, I mean, moving on from here, right? Okay. What is or are the promises that you give yourself?
for me,
Yeah.
there's
moving
only-
forward,
yes,
right?
moving forward, there's one promise that I always give to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Is either I give my best or I don't do it at all.
All right.
So
Okay.
in whatever I do, no
You
matter
give
be
it
it
all.
football or what,
All right.
you give your everything. Or if you are half-hearted or 70%, don't do it at all. If I think I can go, I
Right.
go,
Mhm.
and I don't hold back. You know,
All right,
that's
all
the
right.
thing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I think it's a good principle that you have. All right. It's 100% or nothing.
Yes.
All right, that's good. That's good. Okay, thank you so much,
Thank you so much,
for sharing all your opening up the so-called episode. But also, before you leave, I'd like to share something with our viewers about you yourself as a young, aspiring footballer, and what would encouragement you can give to even the younger ones.
I think
Right.
I'm 24 this year, still young. Maybe not so much experience to give you all the to share with you my experience. But what I can say is, no matter what you do, as I said earlier on,
Mm-hmm.
the most important aspect is to always have perseverance, because
All right.
you might not succeed now,
Mhm.
but if you continue, you might have a chance.
All right. All right.
But if you don't continue, there's no chance at all. You are finished.
Oh, okay. All right. So
You-
it's
you are
completely
basically-
legit.
Yeah. If you really have if you really put your mind and soul into it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite sure that one day, whatever you are working towards,
Will
it
materialize.
you will materialize and it will happen.
Yes, good, good. All right, viewers, you have heard from Lionel, and to the next episode. Cheers and bye for now. Thank you.
Bye,
Bye
thank you.
bye. After hearing the stories from Lionel, this quote from Pelé, the legendary player, came to my mind. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, studying, learning, sacrifices, and most of all, love of what you do. This is exactly what Lionel did since when he was a child. He has to give up all sports and just focus on football, and that is what he loved to do. Until today, he's still pursuing his dream of to become a national footballer, and he's giving his 100% effort on and off the pitch. I wish Lionel all the best, and to the next episode. Cheers and bye for now.